Meanwhile.
And one point there to go a little bit deeper, among black men, Trump actually wins by 3 points in this poll, 49 to 46.
Shocking. It's shocking. First of all, overall, the Biden-Harris coalition could be called the Humpty Dumpty coalition right now. Just falling apart. Just falling apart. The Latino vote on the ground, the youth vote on the ground, the black vote on the ground. This is not good. Now, there is a year to turn it around. The black male, that's a stunner. Black women have been in the lead, but black men haven't been that far behind. I think you've got a constituency that is losing hope and looking for change. There's a lot of the things that black men were voting for didn't happen yet. Nothing yet on voting rights, nothing yet on police reform, nothing yet on criminal justice reform. So a lot of those issues that were important for black male voters haven't been addressed yet, and the economic pain is real. The last thing I'll say is a lot of black male voters are non-college working folks. And some of the stuff that is non-college working, that's working for white working class guys, can also work for black working class guys. But you can't just expect for black men to stand in long lines or black women to stand in long lines, get nothing done on policy specifically to them, and then stay in this coalition.
All right, guys. So with the 2024 election fast approaching, you already know what time it is, okay? It is time for Democrats to try to pander to black people to get their votes, okay? And they're going to try to do so in the most cringe way possible, which is exactly what this video is right here from the Biden campaign. It is a cringe fest, okay? Because you have Joe Biden eating fried chicken from Cookout in North Carolina with black people, okay? This is what Democrats think is going to win them black votes, right? It's to do what they believe stereotypical black people do, right? Which is to sit down at the dinner table and eat fried chicken. Amazing, right? Absolutely. You can't make this up, okay? Democrats are telling you exactly what they think, which is that you are a simpleton, okay, that you are dumb, and they're not even trying to hide it, right? They're just telling you right in front of your face, well, we're going to sit down and eat some fried chicken with a black family, and that's how we're going to appeal to black voters, right? And I just don't think that this is going to work. So I want to play a little bit of this cringe video here, because behind this video, the restaurant that they're eating at, I want to tell you guys about it, because this is a North Carolina favorite, Cookout, because this story here is not a story that the Biden administration really wants to be talking about. But before I get into it, I just want to play the video so you guys can see the cringe here from Biden.
I think that one did. That's awesome.
Ms. Borla, please excuse Carter for his absence today, but I needed his advice, so we had lunch together.
President coming over to the house. President coming.
Here's your food, Mr. President. It's a pleasure serving you.
All right, man.
This is a very unique day, a very special day.
We about to eat dinner with Joe Biden. That's fire, like, the president's coming.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Keep the faith.
Couldn't really believe that the president was coming to our house.
Welcome, Rob. We really appreciate you coming to him.
Come on, man. This is a pain in the neck for you.
This is all great. So what we would like to do is just come into our space, our living area.
All right.
Well, Carter, you want to show President Biden one of your pictures up here? You want to go over this side and show President Biden one of your favorite pictures?
Joe Biden lost, bro. Look at this man. He lost, dog. He moving ultra slow in this video. Even in videos where it's super edited and they're trying to reveal the best of Joe Biden, he looks old. He looks slow. He looks out of touch. He looks out of place. He looks like he belongs in a nursery home. Okay, you cannot hide this. Okay, you can't hide it. It's sad. I'm literally watching this video and I'm like, damn, this guy, he looks real old, bro. He ain't looking good in this video.
On the wall.
Well, one of my favorites is this one right here. Well, we were in Jamaica.
That's cool. Oh, man, you got chicken fingers. You got the whole deal. I want the root of making sure I had the hamburger.
Yeah, so stereotypical PANDERFEST here, right, from Democrats, okay? They definitely think they know their audience. And this is definitely done on purpose, right? Don't let Democrats fool you. You guys remember Hillary Clinton, the hot sauce in my bag, hot sauce in my purse comment that she made on the Breakfast Club. This is how Democrats think that you appeal to black folks, okay? Stereotypical things like that. Fried chicken, hot sauce. This is what they do. This is how stupid they think black people are. So Joe Biden, I believe, actually is eating a hamburger, but he's sharing fried chicken. He's giving fried chicken to the black folks, right? So that he can sit at the table and shoot this video pretending like he actually cares about black people and that his policies are working. I mean, next thing you know, he'll be doing a video attempting to speak Spanish at a Mexican household eating tacos, right? I'd going to Taco Bell, right? Salsaritas or something. So we're going to fast forward here a little bit because here's where the PSYOP actually comes in, okay? Because the whole point of them posting this video is that apparently this dad had gotten his student loan debt forgiven by Joe Biden because Joe Biden continues to defy the Supreme Court when it comes to student loan debt relief. And now he's trying to advertise this because he's trying to buy votes from black folks.
As, again, a dad working with 2 sons, supporting 2 sons, taking care of 2 sons, the student loan was just something that was just an albatross and trying to take care of. And when that erasure happened, it was such a tremendous relief for the home. I can't explain how much of a positive impact that it has had upon me, but also with their future.
How much was it forgiven?
$125,000, sir.
It's a life changer.
It was a life changer, a complete game changer for my life now, and then for them moving forward because I am able to do things differently for them. So thank you for that.
Wow, I wonder did that go on his income taxes, right? Because that's technically income. Like, you know, a forgiven loan is technically income. Did you pay taxes on that, right? Did you pay taxes on that $125,000? Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? Joe Biden is doing this video because, again, he's trying to appeal to black voters in the most cringe way possible, eating fried chicken, right, with black people in North Carolina at Cookout, a restaurant that is supposed to be a restaurant where you get a lot of food for a very low cost. Now, if you guys have never heard of Cookout, Cookout is a North Carolina favorite because it's basically drunk food, okay? There are a lot of nights I remember going to Cookout at 2:30 a.m. because I think it's open all the time. Now, I don't do this anymore because I don't eat at these types of restaurants anymore. But I remember back in the day, you know, the $4.99 Cookout tray was what everybody got because for $5, you could get a whole tray of food plus a milkshake. The milkshake may have cost extra. I don't know. I never got the milkshake. But we're talking about like 2 burgers or a wrap of a burger and some fries. Like, you got a lot of food, okay, for just $5, okay? So Cookout was the spot that everybody would go to at, you know, 1:30 to 2:30 a.m. at night, right, to get drunk food, okay? This is what people would do. Now, what's funny is that Joe Biden made this stop actually a few years ago, okay, before, you know, Bidenomics really kicked in. And like I told you guys, the trays here used to be a lot cheaper. So it says here the junior tray was $4.99 and the regular tray was $5.99. Okay, now fast forward out to Bidenomics, the junior tray, it looks like it's $6.59 and the regular tray is $7.69. So you have a whole 28% increase in prices 3 years into the Biden administration and his photo op, right? How hilarious is that? Okay, the real story they should be talking about and telling here is why in the world for this same tray, this same Cookout tray that Joe Biden is eating, the fried chicken that he's eating with these black folks, why are these black people paying 28% more than they were 3 years ago? I'm just saying, right? That's the real story here, okay? Because if that's not the issue that you're addressing, then you're not actually really addressing the issue that black voters really care about the most, in my opinion. And it's not just black voters, it's the American people, everybody. These are the issues that people care about.
Biden campaign is looking for black voters to come back. Americans indicating Biden is not winning with a key voting bloc. A recent poll shows Biden is losing on 2 top issues with black voters. More than half disapprove of Biden's handling on the economy and inflation, and the Biden campaign seems to be ready to fight.
when it comes to African-American voters, I want to be very clear about this, that no administration has done as much for the African-American community as President Biden and Vice President Harris. We've come out of the gate with very large buys targeted at African-American voters, organizing in their communities to send a clear signal that, one, we don't take them for granted. Two, we recognize that we need to earn their support in this campaign.
A recent piece with this: when talking about economic concerns, Black and Latino voters in recent years are usually talking about inflation, and there's good reason for this. Not everyone was affected by inflation in the same way. Inflation and inequality got worse for Blacks and Latino families over the last 2 years. Charles Payne, host of Making Money on Fox Business. First of all, I'm always a little confused when they pick one person to speak for all of us. And I guess they just think they know how every household works. Tell us about the ones that the Biden administration is missing.
Well, first of all, this guy, what he said was just an outright lie. It really was an outright lie. And it's hurtful because, you know, he talked about how they're organizing. They're putting more effort to try to win the Black vote than they have put in to help Black people. He almost admitted it just there. We're organizing, we're going to get in there early, because a lot of Black Democratic consultants always complain that they give all the white consultants money. Why? Because they take the Black vote for granted. So now, you know, here's the deal. Black wealth, white wealth increased $50,000 on average since 2019 to 2022. And then on top of it, the economic burdens of inflation have been absolutely enormous. And beyond the lies is, what has President Biden been most passionate about? He's been most passionate about things that help, to be quite frank with you, rich white people. Paying off PhDs, their college loans. Paying off, you know, wealthy folks, giving them money to buy EVs. He's taken the earned income tax credit that was designed for poor households to get a babysitter so people can enter the workplace, and he's given it to couples making $300,000 a year. His passion has been on the wealthiest people in this country.
Yeah, so our boy Charles Payne is right, okay? Because as you guys saw, as I pointed out, the main point of that video that Joe Biden did, eating fried chicken with Black folks, has to do with student loan debt forgiveness, right? He is trying to advertise like, hey, I forgave this guy's $125,000 worth of debt, okay? Which is mainly an issue that affects people with advanced degrees. So master's degrees, doctorates, it affects them more so than anything. And, you know, Black women, we know, they are signing up to get these useless degrees, right? They are forever students, okay? They love going to college and university, okay? They love staying in school and taking out student loan debt to get these useless degrees. So he's trying to pander to them, okay? He's trying to pander to the folks that have these degrees that are making more money, money that they should be using to pay off their student loan debt. And instead of actually, you know, telling them, hey, fulfill your obligations, you took out money to go to school, pay it back, right? Pay back the money that taxpayers gave you to go to school. No. He's talking about forgiving it. He's talking about doing more for people who, again, went to school to make more money, okay? Instead of using that money to pay off the debt, he's trying to give them a free pass at the expense of people that chose not to go to school or did the right thing and paid off their student loan debt. That's what he cares about. He's not going to talk about the inflation. He's not going to talk about why are they paying 28% more for those same cookout trays than what they would have been paying 3 years ago. He's not going to talk about that, right? He's not going to talk about it. He is going to try to pander to people who want handouts and free things. That's what he's doing. He's trying to buy the vote. Black folks, don't fall for this. Please don't, right? Please don't, because you know Democrats are going to come out the woodwork and they are going to promise you the world, okay? They did that in 2020. Look what you got out of it. You got illegals. You got crime. You got inflation. Your money's being sent overseas. What have you gotten out of it? What have you gotten out of voting for these people? Are you going to let these people fool you once again? Because he's doing a video eating fried chicken, right, with other Black folks. Is that what it takes? That's how the Democrats can earn your vote? Please don't fall for this nonsense. Please do not fall for this type of pandering. They do it every election cycle. And then once the election cycle is done, they abandon you. They essentially have bad policies that hurt everybody in this country. And then they come back around 4 years later talking about how they're going to do this and they're going to do that to try to get your vote. The cycle has to stop this election, right? This needs to be the election where black people, for once, do not vote for Democrats at a 90% clip. Can we get it to 70, right? Can we get it to 80? Hopefully we can have less than 50%, right? That would be amazing. Not sure we're going to get there. I'm not even sure we're going to get 80, to be quite honest with you, but I'm just saying, I'm holding out hope. If black folks sign up and vote for Democrats at a 90% clip, this election, under this economy, under these conditions, is over, right? The black vote will forever and always be irrelevant because Democrats will have the black vote until the end of time. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.